Now, how about terrain? I'm mainly thinking of this because there are scenarios when you have the terrain not saved as a 3D model, but instead as a set of numbers, numerical data, from which we can sculpt three-dimensional terrain. So how do we do that? What kind of export formats do we support, and how do you work with them?
If you would like to import a terrain, there are several files that ARCHLine supports. For example, also DXF files could hold information of a terrain. Let me just open this folder here, because here we have a bunch of files like that. Terrains can be in Excel files, terrains can be in TXT files, terrains can be in DXF files, and there is another format which is an ASC. It's also widely used. Let's start with this one. If you would like to import a terrain, you will not go and import it as a specific data, because it will be handled different. If you would like to specifically import a terrain, you should go to the building and terrain, and then find the create and create from file. This will digest the data a bit different than the other imports. So I just click on create from file, and then now I select this ASC file which holds a terrain, click open, and then the software automatically imports. See these here, these are the clouds of the measured data by an engineer on the field, and store them into it's similar, quite similar to a point cloud, but we will cover that. It's a different topic.
It's the height data, you can see
it's the height
data,
yeah, which is automatically, when you import it, it's automatically turned into a terrain. You can actually move the building there, you can move the terrain over there, whichever is fine, but there will be usually one thing that you need to fix when you work with terrains that are imported into an existing model, and that's the height of the terrain and the position of the building. Now, if I enlarge the content and I try to find where the terrain is, however I zoom out or zoom in, sometimes it's really hard to tell where the terrain is, because it's simply just elevated way above the building, because the terrain data hold that it's above, I don't know, 300 meters or something like that, which I can actually quickly find here when I click on one of the points and I use the terrain, modify terrain height, or the information values, whichever I click on, the software will tell me that it's actually 250 meters above the sea level.
So you have to elevate your building with the same value, right?
Yes. So to do that, what you need to do is just to enlarge the 2D content and open up the floor management dialog, and this is where you can fix it. So if I just type 250 now, okay, and then I regenerate the 3D, then you will see at the right hand side that the building will disappear.
And it will be pushed onto the...
yeah, we see
above,
it's over there. So let me just turn the content into an extrametric so we can easily go there, extrametric view. So now we can see that it's kind of aligned, and now we can work on the terrain, adding plateaus and things like that, and just to fix the surrounding, and then it will appear like in real life.
Perfect. There are obviously other ways to import terrain as well, but that's the one what we wanted to show you.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about textures, and let's talk about how you can bring in data to represent textures. One way would be,
one thing I forgot to mention that. I just quickly would like to show you how the DXF content looks like. Okay, just for 1 second, because you will see that it works the same way. Just terrain, create from file, and I just go to open this, for example, open, and the difference between the previous one and this one, then it's handled also similar to a drawing, so you can scale it. This is not necessarily scaled the proper way, that just as the other sort of information, so you have other options. But when you say, okay, let's just work with that, the software will load that terrain as well, and it will land somewhere outside this world now, but it's
yes,
there.
Yes, but